Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Mixed Media Mayhem. And today's requirements are, as set by our own wonderful friend Scrappy Adam, are to use Distress Oxide, Rainbow, and Vellum. So my vellum is right here. I have die cut some vellum leaf sprigs, and my rainbow is somewhere in here. I took a Vicky Bouton paper scrap that was sort of rainbow striped, and I die cut a rainbow with a it's a Rosie Studio tiny die, and it's so cute. I'm going to put a little bit of foam on the behind the cloud, so when I mount that, it's popped up. And Distress Oxide. I'm going to do that now, but what I'm basically doing is I had a whole bunch of photos that supported the story of my luggage that went around the world before it finally got to me. And so the main photo is the one I want on top. That's the one that's going to be on the layout. It's of the unwrapped package as it arrived, when it finally arrived. And Scrappy Adam actually is the one who did all that wrapping and put all that tape and all the layers of cardboard around my suitcase. And I start with this photo of the UPS delivery guy bringing it up. And this was a screenshot taken from my doorbell camera. And you can kind of see what the whole screenshot looked like. I've trimmed it down. Person with package, unfamiliar face. And I'm going to keep this just, because I made some room to kind of stuff some photos behind. And then I have this one when I had kind of peeled back quite a lot of the tape and gotten down to a layer of cardboard. And here's where I had cut and cut and cut. And mind you, from this to this was about, I don't know, at least a half an hour's work. And then from this to this was another half hour, because I have to be really careful when I'm cutting things, because I take blood thinners and I really don't want to bleed to death just over some, delivered luggage. So, and then I have my journaling, which says, after several attempts to get this monstrosity of a suitcase shipped from Manchester, it finally arrived. Even with email and text notifications, I had learned to be skeptical. So it wasn't until I saw through the doorbell camera that it was here that I actually believed it. Then all I had to do was unbox it, right? Not so simple. Now it's all unpacked, laundered, put away, and gifted. So this was, I printed the photos and did this journaling last week. Haven't had a chance to scrap it until now. So what I have done is I've taken this piece of very sturdy card that's from an ephemera pack from 49 and Market. And I took another piece of ephemera from 49 and Market and made a pocket to go on there. And then I'm going to stuff the journaling and all these photos behind it, and then this one on top so it shows. So that's kind of my idea there. And I want to somehow work in these 49 and Market shutters. So I'm going to put these aside for now, because I have to do the Distress Oxide, because that's what Adam told me to do. So I'm going to use this stencil, which to me kind of looks like a messy, torn up package. So that's my story. It's my storyline there. I need to get a brush and I have to see if I've used one with brown. I don't think I have. But I'll take this one that has, where I've used black. I'll put these down on the floor. I'm using Vintage Photo Distress Oxide because, well, it was partly because it was on my desk, but I also thought that that color would look like a messy package. And I'm gonna just do it kind of irregularly around, sort of behind the place that it doesn't look anything like what I thought it would look like, but what the hey, it's there now, right? Maybe I should have tested it. And I've used that stencil before. I'm not sure why I didn't expect that. Okay, so I have taken this sheet of paper. It's a K & Company Antique Garden paper that came in a Mind the Scrap kit. And I guess when we got that paper is the first I knew that American Crafts had bought out K & Company. I used to get K & Company because it was readily available at Michael's, and they had some of the better quality paper pads. Okay, so that's where that's gonna go. That's my idea there. And then I thought maybe I'd cut this guy, the shutters, in half and kind of do something like that there. Maybe I need to do it up higher. Or it might even be fun to do it like that. Or I could cut into there and it could scooch on down in there. I may think about that. Let's get this on first. I kind of want to bend these things up and then glue that on so that it'll sort of scooch down. But I need to see where. I'm going to not worry about that right now. I'm going to get that down and hopefully do this. Okay, I'll take this off. I just want to get the placement right. So that these bits kind of curl up and it shows you that they're I wonder if I cut that off. No, I'm just going to leave it this way, and then I can do some embellishing there. So let me get this on here. Make sure it's parallel. I'm going to use a piece of flare to anchor each of my clusters. And I have three kind of different sorts of flares. I have these with the paper airplanes because that signifies to me sort of, you know, the shipping process. I'm going to put this one right here, this one there, kind of maybe with another layer of foam to lift it up. And then I'll be able to put, well, that's on top of the backing, and that's not going to hold. That will allow me to put, maybe I'll do it right there. And then I want to have another one kind of up at the top. And then I'm going to take, I thought I would do this. Let's see how far up the photos go. We'll scooch these inside. And then I'll put this one in on top of those. And it, oh yes, I wanted it to look just like it was matted in that. But I want this, I can't have this overlapping that photo because you have to be able to lift this photo away and get to the others. Now I may, when I get ready to put this in a page protector, I am probably going to do something like put all those on, put a little tab on the photos behind there and make it easier to pull them up. Maybe put them on string or something to pull them up from inside the page protector. So that's my idea. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. And I'm going to have it, I guess, underlapping that. Because I need, there we go. I need this not to go above the page. And then I can work around that with some embellishments. I thought I wanted the rainbow to go up here because it says it's all good. And so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to kind of prop it a little bit there, and then put a little bit of glue on this end of it to stick it down. Okay. Now, for some reason, I have this ampersand, and it's probably because I love ampersands. I'm going to do this and see if I can work the ampersand into this little scenario here. Because in this case, what I'm considering the ampersand to signify is the many times it left Adam and then came back to him, and left him and came back to him before it got to me. And I've lost my pen that goes in here again. No, there it is. There it is. Okay, I've got it. I was smart. I put it in a place. So I'm going to do that. And so there's the you know, shipping and shipping and shipping and shipping. I may do, yeah, I can actually kind of do that and have things at an angle, but I really would prefer it like this. Just kind of scooch that under and have it stay like that. Okay. And Adam, I'm sure, when he sees this layout, will
Here's what I found.
My watch is trying to tell me, it's trying to talk to me. I also wanted to use these little black tags in this sticker book from Simple Vintage Lemon Twist. And have that be part of the at least a couple of the clusters. And I'm gonna kind of do that right there. And this one, I'm gonna do right there where it's sticking to that area there. And to have some black in the other cluster, I'm gonna try to scooch this underneath there. Let me cut a little more of it off. And I'm going to cut a little corner of this off because that keeps trying to show in the hole of the ampersand. I'm going to do that. Okay, so I've got those little pops of black in all of those. So now, let's see. I am going to save these shutters for something else. I don't think they would add much here. I'm going to try to embellish kind of down here. There's a little bit of an imbalance there. But I've got this set of leaf clusters. I'm going to put the glue on both sides because part of it will stick to the paper and part of it will stick to the bottom of the flare. And ultimately, it should hold it in place. I like how that kind of comes out over that. And I'm going to put this one right there and do the same thing. It can kind of overhang the photo because I'm still able to get to things. It's not glued there. We'll see how that works out. And I thought I had a third. Yeah, here it is. I have a third one. And I'm going to do it maybe right there. And I'm putting the vellum ones on first because I want to embellish around them because they're the same color. Well, they're such a similar color. I'm afraid they might not show if I wait and try to put them in later. Okay, now I have some of these that match my rainbow, and I want to have those in every one of these in every cluster. So I can pick my die cuts about 5 or 6 at a time. It's a Cottage Cuts die, and I use it more than any other die I own. There's hardly a pattern of paper that doesn't look great with that cut into these shapes. And there's hardly a page that I do that I couldn't use those there. And then I have this one, which I thought, I'm trying to cover up the B, not that I have a problem, too much of a problem with it, but it doesn't have any particular significance other than it's cute. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead, because I want this to fill up. I'm going to maybe lift my sticker a bit, if I can do that without tearing. And then I'm going to stick this underneath. And that kind of gets it down here. And would that be too much? It's already maybe too much. I'm not thinking I need that one. I want to let that one kind of show on its own, and maybe I'll do this one here. Okay, and I thought the colors, obviously they're not matching collections. I thought the colors in the stripe were, I thought it had enough of these colors to make it work. And I'm sure there are a few of you out there that are going, what the heck was she thinking? And that's okay, because I know that's a common reaction to stuff I do. Does that want to go there? Or do we want it someplace else? Or do we think we don't need it at all? Maybe there. That one kind of cut funny. Okay, now I'm going to go for some small embellishments. Maybe yellow hearts. That's not where I wanted that. Right there. And I've got another yellow heart that I can put here on that piece of flare. And let's see, here's another yellow heart. I kind of want to give a nod to the beautiful yellows that are in there. That right there. And then I kind of like the butterflies, but I'm also kind of liking, there's this, the butterfly would be upside down. I might, kind of like it right over there. but I don't think I'm going to do that. But it might work up here. And it's kind of a lemonade thing. Is the reason I would put a lemon on this page is life had handed me lemons with the suitcase being so late, and I made lemonade by doing a page about it. Okay, so that's there. Are there any other lemony and butterfly things that I could use? If there were a yellow butterfly by itself, I could use it right over here. Let's see if I could make this one work. Okay, come on. Right now, I'm just kind of I've got this there. I can do that. Okay, and that over it, kind of nice. So the butterfly's coming out from behind the photos. And what else is there in here? Okay, here's some more goodies. I've got lemons in these two clusters. Let me add this lemon over here by the ampersand. Maybe cut it down a bit. There. And I'm thinking that's probably it. Did I have any yellow butterflies here? No, all the butterflies are teal. I don't think I have any. I do have a stamp that I need to put on here. And I've I think I can put it right there. And it says, "Oh, happy day." And I'm not sure, I think I'll use my black ink for that. And then we're done, I think. I'll have to check all my different requirements because I'm doing the Mixed Media Mayhem rules and also the Mind the Scrap Summer Challenge. So it's, oh, happy day, the day that it arrived. And I think that's it. Okay, I have Distress Oxide, and I have a rainbow, and I have vellum for Mixed Media Mayhem. For Mind the Scrap, I needed a stamp, punch or die cuts, and I have lots of those. Mixed media, which is what I did with the Distress Oxide, and a song title, which is I'm So Excited by the Pointer Sisters, and 3 clusters. So there's 1, 2, 3, and they each have more than three or more elements. So that's it. I'm done. I really like that little touch of mixed media there. And I like that there's a whole slew of photos behind there that kind of tell the whole story, including the journaling that's there. So thank you for watching. See you next Friday. Bye. Okay.